Hello everyone. When you enter Blackboard, you're going to see a screen similar to the one I have up here on the video. Now you won't see student preview. That's because the screen does look different for me and I'm in the student preview so you can see it the way that you will see it. Now I want to mention a few things about the course and where things are. Up at the top, you have a couple of designations. The content designation is where everything is, and so most of the time that is where you're going to be. You do not need to go to the calendar designation. As we will see, our homework is on a separate platform, and so the calendar will not reflect that homework since your homework is not in Blackboard. So go to the platform and there'll be directions throughout the course and links to that platform every time you're doing homework. That will tell you within the platform what's due that day. But the announcement tab will tell you if there's any announcements from me. Right now, as I make this video, I've not made any class announcements yet, but they will be here. Generally, they pop up, though, as you go into the course each time you enter. So you almost never have to use this tab. It just automatically pops up. But if you do miss them, you can go back to this tab to see them. Now, you will have discussions underneath this tab here. And your first assignment, in fact, is this introductions discussion board. So you want to make sure you go here to do your discussions. And there are 5 of them throughout the course. And then your grade book, anytime you want to see what your grade is in a certain thing, it will be here within the course. And then messages, if you want to send a message to me, this is where you will go. There's nothing that you need to go to groups for. We don't have any group activities. Now, let's go back to content. So when you first enter the course, at the top is a Blackboard navigation little orientation that you can take if you have never used Blackboard before. It will help you in the use of Blackboard. If you have been using Blackboard, there's no need to do this at all. All right, now the start here part though is where you want to go to get information about the course itself. So when you click on start here, it's going to first give you an overview about this course, which is of course where you went to get this video. The syllabus and the schedule are here. And you want to go to the syllabus and schedule because your syllabus is your guide to how you receive your grade in the course. The calendar also tells you when everything is due. So you can go to this calendar and it will tell you the due dates for everything. So following that calendar is really a good idea. Now make sure you read through both the syllabus and look at the calendar in order to understand what your grades are determined by and what you're expected to do every day. Information about me is under course instructor, grading policy and feedback, all that. Academic resources and tutoring are all down here. Okay, so you'll notice those same things that I just mentioned. You can reach me using the messages tab, or you'll notice under course instructor, my email is also listed there, and I'll get back to you fairly quickly. I do look at email and Blackboard messages every single day. All right, now past the getting started tab, or the start here tab, of course is the orientation video that we are now looking at. But the first thing that you're going to go to get started is the assignments for Unit 1. And if you click on Assignments for Unit 1, you'll notice there are instructions for doing the assignment, which basically says to follow each tab in order. And there are instructions for each day. So on Monday, of course, your intro discussion is due, which is introducing yourself to the other students in the class and to me, and you'll go to the discussion tabs for that intro discussion, which I showed you earlier. But Tuesday, your first assignments are due, and you'll notice that they're sort of structured the same way. It tells you a little bit about what the content is going to be, It asks you to read some notes. Within the notes are videos. Um, and you can click on the tab for the notes, click on the notes, and you'll notice as you read through the notes, there are also structured within the notes, there are links to videos. You'll notice like this first example has a video, and you can click on the video and it will take you to YouTube. Now sometimes people have problems clicking right here. If that should happen, you'll notice further down it says watch a few videos. These videos right here are the same videos that are in the notes. So if at any time the link within the notes doesn't work and take you to the video, this will. And then there are sometimes several reading. You'll notice this one there's a lot of terminology here at the beginning, so some more reading. And then you finish up with a homework assignment. And your homework assignment is in a open resource program that you don't have to pay for. It's called My Open Math. And you just follow that link. Now, the first time you get in, you'll notice that you need all of this information that's listed right here. It's also listed in your syllabus. So you need to write down before you go to that link the course name, the enrollment key, and the course ID. And that will help you to get into the My Open Math. Once you registered into it, every time you hit the link for the homework, it's going to take you to it. So you'll be able to go straight in without registering again. But the very first time, you have to have this information. So be sure to write it down. And every single day, your format will be very similar, except when you have a discussion board. For the discussion board, you're going to go to the top up here and do that discussion. Every discussion requires you also to answer the responses of 2 other students. And if you're the first student who puts something up on the discussion board, that may mean you have to come back to it a few hours later to make your responses to other students. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to use messages or email to talk to me. Also, down at the bottom, there is a link that says homework question videos. You may email me or message me asking me if I could do a homework question video for you, and I will put them down here. That way, if there is one already made for the particular question you have, I'll just refer you to this right here, and you can come down here and get it. And I think I've left some from former questions that students had down here, but of course we will add to this as the semester goes on. Good luck, and again, let me know if you have any questions.